Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month, teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching, as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
I think one of the major challenges when we're coaching in the workplace is the acceptance of feedback. And so often we focus on the person who's delivering the feedback. We don't focus on the person who's receiving the feedback. So here are 3 suggestions of what you could do to not only help the effectiveness of coaching and the workplace engagement, but the individual as well. First, teach them how to approach people and receive feedback. Literally give them the verbiage, what to say, such as, Bob, I would love to get some insight from you and feedback of where I'm exhibiting strengths and where I have an opportunity to improve. Now think about that for a second. The recipient is actually asking for his or her strengths. And what that also does, very subtly, is positions the manager to coach using strengths, which we all know are effective. Number 2, reflection. Teach people to reflect in the feedback and to not react. Reflect. Don't react. Assimilate. Digest. Teach people to just let it sit there and then later ask themselves, what was the objective of the person who approached me? Now think about that for a second. So often when we give feedback, people do what? They emotionally interpret. They take it defensively. So what if we taught people how to reflect and then ask themselves, what was the objective of the person who approached me? It's never to ruin their weekend or to hurt them or to be harmful in any way. And third, facilitate practice sessions. Facilitate practice sessions of receiving feedback and ask people, when they get feedback, to write down the following answer to this question. What have you learned about yourself you're committed to improving? Now, what that does is it gets them not only receiving feedback, but immediately owning the feedback by positively interpreting it, such as, what have you learned about yourself you're committed to improving? If we focus on the person who's receiving feedback as much as the person who's giving feedback, feedback becomes more effective.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.